Thanks. I really like the plane. We can make a career out of it. You said that the industry that you are referring is crowded by now. There are countless players at that area, and we are just about to see all those solutions out there on the market in the range of a year or two. And so it's crowded. What you can do and you can offer, and it could be some very interesting, if one or you will be able to develop a software to sell on to iPhone and others that just one putting his fingers and the software do all the rest. Reading the pattern of his fingers and connect to whatever servers out there and just enable him to do the transactions. Another thing that I see time after time with the early stage information security company, they're trying to build some kind of service for the financial world, while they don't understand that for the financial world, they themselves are more than a problem than a solution, because they are trying to save all the data and to be the one-stop shop provider of the solutions, and in a way create some buffer between the credit card company or the bank and the users. And no big financial institute will allow that at the end. And third, about the buying back the shares out of the early investors. No many early stage investors like that exit strategy.
I didn't quite catch, how much money did you want? For how much of the company? 40%. Right. Well, it seems to me it's a great market if you can get into it. It probably is quite crowded, and I don't know what research you've done on what competitive solutions are out there. There's no doubt there's a big problem in the credit card industry, which they're just passing on to the consumer ultimately. So solving that problem would be good. I really did like your simple demonstration. Made the point very clearly. If you've got a solution to this problem, that there's lots of application for it. And I like the idea that you don't even have to have your wallet to go in and do some shopping now. Just press your finger against the screen and you've got it. I would like to have heard a little bit more, I think, about the R&D plan that you had and how you were going to get money for R&D, because if you actually do know about these technologies, then it's certainly SHRED funding is available for that sort of thing, that you could get it to a certain stage where others would be interested. You did talk about the right kind of partnerships, but you've got to get to the point where they're interested in the technology and the solution that you've got for them. It's good.
Well, you can always have a second career when you're 65, just go into the theater business too. Very well done. Good application with the biometric. In the security field, there are so many players out there right now. There's so many technology. Everyone try to demonstrate that they're better than the other one. You're looking into more of a e-payment, micro-payment marketplace that's dominated by very large players like Visa and MasterCard. The barrier to entry to even get to partner with these people is very long. It takes a long time to get there, unless you have a relationship or you already have backing for that. So one market you may want to consider is the Asian marketplace. They're developing security issues because they start using credit cards now. Credit cards never exist in Asia for a very long time. So it's about time that if you kind of look into that, that may be a market easier to enter. And also, you did not mention about the recurring revenue. So every time when people use that fingerprint, I think you should get a penny or something, so that you have a recurring revenue stream for investor to look at. It's not just you selling this particular product to the company, and then you cut it out. So think about along that line. There are other applications that you should consider as well using this type of technology. The military use it. Major corporations start using them now. Most major corporations now have an ID card, a security card for entry. So that's a smart card in it. So think about that. Companies with intellectual properties that they need to protect, and something along that line would be good, but you have to somehow really reconsider your market entry pricing when you want to get there. So you need that critical mass before the major player will even consider you as a serious player. And by the way, when I invest, don't offer to buy my shares back. Okay? If you do, that means that I'm not going to invest in you. Okay?
All right. First of all, it is a real pain, and it is a very mature market that's used to seeing a lot of technology thrown at it. It's a nice idea. Okay, and that's where I'll end. No, I'm just going to go into the bad, and I take no marks away from you guys on this because you probably just wouldn't know. But first of all, Visa and MasterCard are financial institutions. They don't feel a lot of pain when people fraud it, right? Like they push it all down to the retail level. So, you know, they're tough people to partner with right out of the gate. Number two is the guys you're really trying to approach now, you've got an embeddable piece of technology you want to put on hardware. So you got to approach the guys who are doing the point of sales technology and services, right? And those are not Visa and MasterCard, unfortunately. Those guys got to buy in. But they're not going to be your primary delivery partner to end users, nor are they going to implement it. So, you know, that's just and third of all, unfortunately, people in the US are very hesitant to cough up personal information like their fingerprints. This exact technology has been thrown at so many applications. It makes so much sense. So many people have gone down the road you guys are going down mentally right now. I've seen this application thrown at similar type problems now for 10 years, if you can believe it. So there's actually no real problem. Like you guys have, if you've developed this idea in a vacuum, like I totally applaud you. It's a great idea, you know, applied to a real problem. There is an industry out there though that's just remiss to adopt what you're talking about, and it's structural and it's personal. It has to do with, you know, personal information. It has to do with a whole lot of things. So this idea will come to a fruition. Back to the device manufacturing guys, or the POS guys, they have made all their technology partnership bets in this technology area already. I'm guessing Biometrics was pretty well developed in terms of an applicable technology for this market 10 years ago, and those bets are already made, I suspect. But anyways, great idea, you're just a little late.